All right, so there you are. You're the athletic director and a coach for a local private school during COVID, and you tell your wife and kids you're going to write a children's book. They might have laughed, but that's exactly what Dan Bozart at Caldwell Academy did, and now he's getting the last laugh these days.
This all started off as a joke maybe about 10 years ago with my kids as I was reading to them. I'd read a book and say, man, I think I can do that myself or do something a little bit better. So it just kind of has been something I've wanted to do for a long, long time. And then COVID hit and the sports world shut down, and I didn't have really an outlet for anything because I wasn't able to do athletics or coach or anything. So I thought, let me give this a shot and see if I can write a book. And so I did that during COVID, and then it kind of sat for a little while, and then I had to try to figure out how to get it published.
And he did that. He wrote the story first about a kid trying to show off some basketball skills, but then he decided to take it a step further and make the lead character a green blob that's known as, what else, Booger?
I don't think it would have been as successful as it has been had it been just a regular, Brian or Braylon or just a regular name. But when you put Booger and there's a green blob on the front cover, that definitely adds to the kids' enjoyment. I think to get to say Booger. I've read that if you sell 25 copies as a self-published author, you're doing really well. And I've sold hundreds and hundreds of this book, and I've been able to get in the top 100 on Amazon bestsellers in the basketball children's book category, which is really cool to see your book on the same level as, a LeBron James kids book or a Steph Curry kids book or the Harlem Globetrotters. It's just been a really cool experience to see, how successful it's been.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Amazing story. So I said, first of all, you have to address the obvious. How did you come up with the Booger character? And he said that he did the illustrations. So he said, I was trying to use like graphic art. I'd done that in the past, and there was like a green blob that I saw on one of my clip art things. And he said, oh, I'm just gonna put an eyeball on it and then a little goofy hat and some arms and legs. And he goes, that's what it looks like. So the title character became Booger, and he wanted to play basketball. So now he's writing, so that book did really well. Now he's writing his second book called Booger Gets Dingers, because he's playing baseball, and he's like hits good hits. And so this is becoming a thing now, and he said he thinks he's going to keep it going.
Yeah, there's something about the terms like booger and
the kids love it. They think
poop and things like that they love. They like to say it and then giggle like we said a word. So I could see that drawing their attention to be like, what is this book about?
Yeah, he said that as soon as he changed the lead character and that name and made it that's when he got a reaction.
Yeah.
And it takes him back to the days when he would read to his kids. He said at night. That's what he said. I said, where do you want this to go? He said, I hope, in my mind, I envision parents reading this and laughing along with their kids. I mean, that's
I can see that for sure.
And to think that, if the pandemic never happened, this probably wouldn't have happened.
Booger wouldn't be there.
Right, because he's a busy guy, and a lot of people picked up side hustles and just different things during the pandemic, so that's really cool.
Booger Gets Buckets.
And to be on Amazon, that's pretty cool.
And up there with some of those top athletes.
Very nice.